Hello everyone, this is Millie Sakamaki and we are back with Cemetery Mary. Last episode was, heat of emotion because we learned that the person we stole from died. Twyla doesn't seem to be all trustworthy of us. We went to Reginald's apartment, got to see rats. We are suspicious of him for having more rope than he should, which is, I guess that is pretty suspicious. And then another thing that happened that was a roller coaster of emotions was Mary fighting with Croven because Croven saw that we were still hanging out with Twyla, even though he said not to hang out with her and that she's a bad influence, stuff like that. So now we are going to be continuing off from that with Twyla saying, or like trying to pull us away, I suppose. I've been really wanting to get back into this, but I've been gone for a while. I haven't been home exactly to continue working on making these videos, which is kind of sad, but hey, it happens. Besides, I have to find like perfect opportunities or days when I can actually do this without interruptions. But without further ado, let us begin. Can we go now? She asked, annoyance prominent in her tone. Yeah, let's go. I answered and followed her lead. I wiped my eyes of stray tears as I followed her down the sidewalk. She stopped in front of a car and began to take her keys out. No driver today? Are we driving somewhere? The cemetery isn't that far from here. Also, I've learned by actual creator-wise, because I follow them on Instagram, she's a freaking stingray. So I was way off. Like, she's basically supposed to be like a stingray. I think it's either a stingray or something that looks similar to one. I think it's a stingray, though. Which is very interesting. And, yeah. I've also learned that these guys are actually technically not kids. They are a little older than what they seem. It's just the art style that makes it look childish. But I still give her the voice, merely because I can just see it with her. Like a soft, timid type voice. But, yeah, that's just something I wanted to say. I forgot I was going to say that earlier. Oh, I'm gonna yawn. I thought you needed me to talk to a ghost, right? We are. Just get in the car. I was confused, but I got in anyways. The worst Twy has ever done was make me sneak into places, so she started up the car and we started driving. We passed both my old house and the cemetery on the way to wherever we were going. Oh, geez. Before I knew it, the buildings turned into trees, and we were driving through a dirt path in a wooded area. The way the sunlight filtered through the trees made it all look very scenic. That is pretty nice. I love the silhouettes. And it reminded me of the ride to and from the cabin. Hey, Twy? Can I ask you something? Alright. What's the relationship between you and Croven? When he found out I knew you, he became really mad. And just like back there. I never brought him up to you because I didn't know how you'd feel, but why does he hate you so much? It's nothing really. He and I just have different beliefs, that's all. If you ask me, he's just too childish. I think he should really learn to be mature, finally grow up and face the real world. What do you mean by that? And how do you two know each other? Because I had never even heard him mention you before. And I've known Croven almost my whole life. Were you like friends? with a falling out? How long have you known him? It's not important. He doesn't like me and I don't like him. That's all there is to it. I was confused. I'm confused too. What is their relationship? Oh, I hear the dog whining. But before I could ask any more questions, I felt the car begin to slow. It seems as though we had arrived at our destination. Oh my god. What are we doing here? Twyla had pulled up to a lake. There was nothing around but trees and dirt. Although it was really pretty here, this was the last place I was expecting to drive to. I'm confused. What are we doing here? I need you to try and sleep here. Here? I thought you wanted me to talk to a ghost. I do. Not long ago, a woman was declared missing. But they found some of her stuff around here. That means she's probably dead. She's possibly dead. And if she is, then you might be able to contact her spirit, if her body is still here. But this area... Oh my... This area is so open. And so far, it's only worked for me when I was directly above someone's grave. Please, Mary, I need you to try it. If she was a victim of the killer, hell, even just a killer, then she could tell us who it was. I wasn't too sure about this. I knew that Twyla's intentions were good, but would this really work? I hate these yawns. It felt like a bit of a stretch. It kinda does. And I left Groven for this, too. But we were here now. I guess the least I could do is try. Alright, I guess I'll just lie down here. But I don't know if I'll be able to fall asleep on such short notice like this. I brought along some lullabies just for this occasion. Lullabies. Okay. Freak. Okay. I watched Twyla open her car door, and mess around by the dashboard. Then I heard soft music begin to play from the car. It was peaceful, and listening to it in the sunlight with the beautiful scenery around, it was very nice. And although the ground was bumpy and I wasn't sure if I would even be able to, I eventually managed to fall into a deep, deep sleep. Friggin' pop-ups. When I opened my eyes again, everything still felt dark. I was unsure if it even worked. Why do I yawn so much? But I was aware I was in the dream, so surely that meant it did. But why was it so dark? I felt as though I could hardly see. I tried to feel for my surroundings, but there was nothing around me. And when I moved my arms, they felt heavy. I tried to walk around, maybe find some light, and my legs felt heavy too. As if there was great pressure all around me. Eventually, my eyes began to adjust, you could say, to the little light that was down here. And I noticed why it all felt so weird. I'm underwater. I was thinking that, like maybe we're tied down underwater. I was under the water? It seemed like it, by any means. I didn't feel the water, but I definitely felt the pressure. Maybe she's here then? I'm trying so hard to not yawn. Only one way to find out. Hello? I called out into the darkness. There was no answer. Oh, we're not tied down, but we're definitely underwater. So, okay. The more I walked, the more uneasy I felt. I kept calling out for whoever might be around to talk to me. Hello? Please, don't be scared. I just want to talk, that's all. Hello? And still no answers. Anybody? Twyla? Is there even anybody here? I want to wake up now. Please, can I wake up? Please? If there's nothing here, I don't want to stay. Please, let me wake up. Please. Oh, what is that? Hey, let go. That hurts. Ow. Stop it, let me go. Stop. Something had grabbed me, quite harshly. I tried to shake it off, but I felt almost powerless doing so. It was so dark, I couldn't see it. But its grip remained. Oh gosh. Ow! It was hard to explain, but it hurt. The sensation, it felt like it was burning itself into my skin. Before I knew it, I felt more hands on me. Stop it! Let me go! Let me go! Oh. It was then that I was able to get a good look at its face. All their faces. Now, I'm usually not someone too squeamish. I had a pet tarantula and I had never blinked at the gore effects in horror movies. I'm not someone easily grossed out, but this... I felt like I could puke. It was revolting. What is it? I want to know. Their faces. Their poor faces. What happened to them? Where did your eye go? Oh. Where's your jaw? Oh, God. Please, don't look at me like that. I'm not the one who did it. Please, stop. You're tracking me down. Oh, gosh. I don't want this. I don't want this. Oh, God. I don't want to end up like you. Oh. All of their hands on me, pulling me down. I couldn't fight against them, but boy, did I struggle. I looked up to where that faint light stayed, shining upon me in waves. The water I couldn't feel before was now filling my lungs. There was nothing I could do. Please, I can't. I don't want to. Just let me leave. Please. Oh. I woke up, dripping, soaking in lake water. I looked around me. It was still daylight outside. The car was still here. Twyla was inside, in the driver's seat. She seemed to be screaming at someone on the phone, but she hung up shortly. And when she noticed me awake outside, she got out of the car, and I stood to meet her. Oh, good. You're awake. Sorry, I had to take a phone call and didn't want to wake you. When did you get all wet? She didn't even notice. We were gone, maybe even in the water. She didn't even notice. Twyla, I can't do this anymore, Twy. Huh? I'm sorry, but I can't do this. The fuck do you mean? I can't help you with the investigation anymore. It's too much for me. I sneak into places. I lie to people. It's stressing me out. And just now Just thinking about it made me feel weak in my legs. I had to hold myself back from crying. thinking about what could have happened if I didn't wake up right then. Well, what about just now? What did they say? Mary, come on. Don't fucking start with the waterworks again. Just tell me what the fuck they said. Please, I paused. What did she just say? I didn't mishear it. She said they. What did they say? She only told me there was a woman here. And she didn't even know for sure that she was dead. The only reason Twyla would have said they is if... Oh God. No. I couldn't let her know. I had to keep pretending, despite the pit in my stomach. Twyla, I had such a bad nightmare. I felt like I was going to die. I'm sorry, I can't keep doing this. I don't want to sneak around anymore. I don't want to lie anymore. I don't want my friends to be mad at me anymore. I just want to go home. You know what, Mary? Fine then. Go home. Not like you ever did shit for me anyways. I was better off on my own. So you know what? Go home. Go hang out with your little boyfriend Reginald, and I'll be sure to spit on your grave when that fucker kills you next. Whoa. No. Twyla, you don't understand. If you were able to do the things I can do. As I stood there crying, Twyla got into her car. My heart stopped for a second, as if thinking she would run right into me. But no, she didn't. She backed up, turned and drove away, leaving me stranded in the woods. She left us, and I like her. There's probably more to her than anything. All alone. I pulled out my phone, hoping to call someone for help. But I was soaking and my phone was too. But I was able to turn it on. I didn't have much battery left. I used it to call Croven. That's a bad idea. He didn't pick up. And then my phone died. Yeah, you should have called Reginald at best. He would have at least helped. I tried to start it again, but it was no use. No matter how hard I tried, it wouldn't start. I was stuck. Well, there was only one way home, so I began walking. If I remembered correctly, we drove straight here along the path. There were no forks or turns in the road. So as long as I kept walking down this path, I would eventually make it back, right? I was starving. I was so hungry, it was making me sick. I felt as if I would topple over and faint, but my aching legs continued to carry me. As long as I didn't tell them to stop, then they wouldn't. They brought me all the way back to the city. It was night now. It didn't feel that long driving there, but walking felt like an eternity. But as if I was being given one blessing today, I caught the last bus home. I say home even though Croven told me not to come back, but I had nowhere else to go. I could stay with Reginald, but he has those rats. Being able to rest my feet on the bus felt like heaven, and having to get back off to make the rest of the trek to the cabin felt like hell. I was so tired, I just wanted to pass out. But I was so close, I couldn't give up now. Just a bit more. And before I knew it, I was back before the door. And before I could even knock, he answered. Well, maybe answered isn't the right word. He was on his way out. I don't know where the last bus... I don't know where. The last bus just left. But he was heading out somewhere. And he ran into me. Mary, what are... Croven? I'm so sorry. I should have listened to you. You were right. You were completely right. Twyla is a monster. I wish I never, ever met her. I'm so sorry, Croven. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'll never doubt you again. He was still for what felt like forever. I didn't know how he was going to react, but I was thankful for the way that he did. Croven, my boy, thank you. I'm glad you didn't just push Mary away. Oh, I'm so glad he didn't. I was gonna be so pissed if he did after she was just like this. Alright. Come on. You know I don't like having you cry on me. He patted my back reassuringly. It's not your fault at all. It was me who fucked up. I'm real sorry for yelling at you and all. I just got really worked up. I mean, you know how it is, right? With our families being not around right now. We're all the other has right now, yeah? So, seeing you with someone I can't stand just... I'm sorry, Bears. I should have been more chill. Maybe if we spent more time together, you wouldn't have spent so much time with her. Are you still crying? Look, Alright. Tell you what. I won't go out tonight. You can just stay home and chill out, you and me. Does that make you feel better? It did. Once I had calmed down enough, Croven let me go. I wiped my eyes and made my way over to the kitchen, where Croven helped me try to figure out what to have for dinner. We didn't have much in the house currently, but we managed to scrounge something up. And as I ate, Croven sat and talked with me. Just went on and on about what was happening in his life or what his friends had been up to lately. I didn't mind at all. It felt like just like before. Before everything. Before Twyla, before my parents, before aunt and uncle. It felt like things were just nice. Different, but nice. Croven? Yeah, Mares? You know I love you, right? Ugh, don't get all cheesy on me like that. What? I'm just reminding you. Yeah, whatever. The little moments that make me giggle. Love you too. After we ate, we hung out for a little while more downstairs. But I think it was apparent we both were pretty tired. So eventually we retreated to our rooms. I plugged my phone into the charger and waited for it to turn back on. When it did, I considered messaging the mysterious number, but I was way too tired, even if I had been messaging them at late times before. Speaking of the time, it had gotten much later than I thought. Even Croven, who usually stayed up all night, was snoring away in his room. It seemed to me like he passed out the minute his head hit the pillow. Honestly, I felt like I might do the same. But despite how late it was and how tired I felt, I didn't want to sleep just yet, not without taking a shower first. The lake water that had dried into my clothes and skin from earlier felt disgusting. And even though I had probably become used to it, I could only imagine I didn't smell pleasant. I opened my drawers and got out a fresh pair of pajamas. I was about to make my way to the bathroom and shower when I heard a scream. Croven's scream. It sounded like he was yelling in pain. Croven? What happened? I yelled. There was no answer. I rushed to his bedroom, swung the door open, and then the answer presented itself. Twyla! there stood Twyla, sledgehammer in hand. I had no idea how she got in or how she found us, but she was there now. She was here now, standing over Croven, who was clenching his ankle in pain. Did she smash it? Before Croven could even try to fight against her, she dealt a swift blow to his abdomen, and Croven was pushed to the floor in pain. And then she turned around to face me. Good evening, Mary. Twyla! What is all of this? You look shocked. Perhaps I was beginning to give you too much credit. You're just as stupid as I thought you were. Why are you here? Please, leave us alone. You said you were done with me. Oh, I am. But I'm not done with him, she said, gesturing to Croven on the floor. He sputtered in pain. He clearly wanted to fight back, but Twyla seemed to give him put him in a position incapable of doing so. He reached a hand out to grab her. Twyla stomped on it. What are you talking about? I don't understand any of this. You know, Mary, you didn't really help me find the butcher, but you did help me find out where Croven lives. So I guess I can't be too upset with you after all. And how lucky is it that we're in a secluded forest where no one could hear him scream. So thanks, I guess. Stop talking like that! Just tell me what's going on. Sure, alright, but only because you helped me so much. It's only fair I tell you in return. And I'm a fair person, aren't I? I won't go too deep into it, and I don't want to overstay my welcome, but let's just say Croven and I have been enemies for a while. But you already knew that, right? Well, as for things you don't know, you probably don't know Croven as well as you thought you did. Shut up, Croven said from his spot on the floor. You don't need to tell her any of this shit. Oh, but don't I? She asked after all. Anyways, like I was saying, we went to the lake today, right? And I asked you to talk to the people there for me. I bet you have your own ideas about how those people wound up there. But I guess you never would have thought that your little friend over here is the reason they're here. They're there. What? Croven? Listen, it's... Twyla kicked Croven in the mouth. Don't feel sorry for him. He isn't worth it. After learning the truth about him, I doubt you'll even miss him once he's dead. Dead? Of course. I can't let him keep on living. Do you really want him to live after the heinous things he's been doing? There's a lot more that you don't know. I don't trust you, Twyla. Oh? That's so? It is so. I don't trust you at all. There's gotta be more to it than that. All you ever did was make me feel bad. All the things I did for you made me feel awful. I trust Croven. I've known him my whole life. And even if he did something bad, I trust that he has a good reason for doing it. Well, if that's how you feel, then you can die with him. Huh? Twyla pulled out a lighter and threw it to the side. The fire began to spread almost immediately. I know you've modified it a bit, but this place is still mostly wood, correct? It should have no trouble burning to the ground in a few minutes. Are you insane? My best guess is if you want to get out alive, you'll have to leave him behind. But you'd never do that, right? I guess we'll see. Twyla ran out the door, shoving me aside in the process. I barely had the time to collect all my thoughts. Excuse me. Okay, sorry. I started feeling sick, like, just thinking about all of this happening. I barely had the time to focus on anything other than getting out of here. The Twyla I saw tonight was much different from the Twyla I thought I knew. But if there's one thing we agreed upon now, it's that I would never leave Croven behind like this. I ran over to Croven and helped him get to his feet. Even though you should stay low in fires, I don't think I would have been able to help him otherwise. Croven, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. If I had... Shut up. He coughed as he accepted my help. We're not going to worry about that right now. We need to get out of here. Then I can focus. And then I'll fucking kill that bitch Twyla. Okay. I picked Croven up off the floor and wrapped his arm around my shoulders. We shuffled out of the door of his bedroom. The fire had already spread out here, but luckily there was an open path to the stairs. I helped him down them one at a time. I could feel the stairs begin to fall victim to the heat. They felt like straw under our feet, but thankfully we had made it to the bottom with no issues. We were so close. All we had to do was get to the front door, but that proved itself problematic. As we try as we might, the door wasn't opening a budge. I couldn't even get the handle to turn. Fuck you! Croven cried in frustration. That fucking son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill her! I swear to fucking God! Who the fuck does she think she is? Oh my gosh, wait, what the frick did he say? I wanna know. If she thinks she's just gonna get away with this, that shit-eating cow, I'll fucking skin her alive, goddammit. Are you shitting me? What the fuck is this? Oh, jeez. I tried to remain calm. The back door! We can make it to the back door! It'll be okay. Let's go. Croven also attempted to calm himself, though it seemed to be proving more difficult for him with each second that passed. We made a slow turn, aiming ourselves towards the kitchen, and we started walking again. But with Croven's injuries, we were slow. I don't want to leave him. If this game makes me leave Croven behind, I'm gonna be so upset. And the fire wasn't patient with us. It spread and spread as we slunged our way across the living room. I could hear things fall from upstairs. Don't mind the dog's just nuts. The house was breaking apart. The thuds of heavy objects falling made me jump as they became louder. This isn't gonna work, Mares. Croven coughed at me. Drop me. I'll get out. But you can't stay here. What? No! We're going to get out. Don't talk like that. I'm slowing you down. I don't care. We can still make it. Eventually, we made it to the kitchen. But those loud thuds I heard, I didn't know they made their way downstairs. Piles of flaming wood covered the doorway. There was no way out, except for a small hole exposed by one of the fallen logs of the house. But even calling it small was being generous. It was tiny. I'm a small girl, so I could probably fit through, but... Go through it. What? No! Get out of here, Mary. You have to. Wait, let me help you through it first. Mary. Croven grabbed himself in pain, breathing heavily. We both know I'm not gonna fit through there. Yes, we can. I know we can. Stop it. The more we argue about it, the less time we have. If you keep fighting, he'll just get covered up by more. So leave. Now. I can't. You said it yourself. We're all the other hands. I can't leave you behind. Mary, what did I just say? Go. No. I felt all the air escape from me as Groven pushed me out the hole. He pushed me hard and I rolled back into the grass next to the cabin. Groven! I yelled as I got up as quickly as I could, but I wasn't fast enough. The entire area where the kitchen was, it collapsed into flame. I saw it happen before my eyes, and I felt my knees give way under me. No! This can't be real, can it? This is just another bad dream. And I'll wake up. I have to wake up. Because he can't. Oh, please let it be a dream. It can't possibly. Without him, It's all my fault. It's all my fault. If I had listened to him, if I had never agreed to, if I trusted him instead of... Are you crying over him? It's not like he deserves it, but I can understand why you would be upset. It's okay, Mary. I won't do to you what I did to him. I think you'd be able to help me again. I know it didn't work out how we intended the first time, but I have a feeling you'll get us somewhere. I mean, look where you brought us this time. It wasn't expected, but a nice surprise nonetheless. Still crying? Don't worry. We'll take good care of you. That was a while ago. I don't know exactly how long, nor do I think I'd be able to be capable in saying how long. I don't like to think about that day. If you're wondering how my life has been since then, it's mostly the same. I'm just much more miserable now. Like before, I do what Twyla tells me to. Only this time, I don't have a choice. I'm too afraid of what she'll do if I don't. I haven't told anyone about what happened either. Again, I'm too afraid. It's exhausting living like this, but I have no other choice. The mysterious number that had been messaging me stopped ever since that night. And as for my parents, they never returned. So I'm stuck with Twyla until I don't even know how long. Forever, as far as I can tell. I do have some times to myself, though. Like right now. And I'm on my way to spend it the same way I always do. The cemetery? When I get off the bus, I'm back on the path. Oh. To where the old cabin was. Oh, so not even the cemetery anymore. The grass and leaves crunch under my feet. The dirt is the same as it had always been. And as I approach the cabin, I can already feel my eyes begin to well with tears at its sorry state. Burned into nothing but a black, ashy mess of debris and old memories. No one has cleaned it up, and I don't know if anyone ever will. And I know that he is still there. It's his grave now, so I make sure to pay my respects when given the time. I try to see him, too. I try so hard to see him. All the ghosts still talk to me the way they do before. I walk to the back porch of the house, or rather, where it should be. I kneel down and rest my head atop the burnt wood. I close my eyes and try to rest. I want to fall asleep, and I hope that when I do, he'll be there waiting for me, like everyone else had been. He never is. Oh, this is gonna make me cry. I got a bad end. Are you serious? Ashes, ashes, we all fall. that. Congratulations! You've just completed a route of Cemetery Mary. Thank you for playing. But do you think you can get the true ending if you try again? How would I... Huh. So, maybe instead of hanging out with Twyla, we hang out with... I don't know. Maybe... I know I was doing Twyla's route the whole entire time, but, like... Wow. That was insane, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that. I think I'm done with Twyla for, this time. I will try and get her true ending later. Possibly, like, look into that. If there is a way of getting a true ending with... Because I think there's different routes. There's one with Twyla, Croven, and Reginald. I think possibly something can happen with that mysterious number if things go according to plan. But I'm not too sure about that because I've never watched anyone play this game. I'm like the only one who has at least of like known YouTubers who have played Arcade Kittens games before. But no, like, this is very intriguing, and I love this game. I think next time I'm gonna go with a different route. So, like, I won't do... I'll probably not hang out with Twyla, but I think it's here. Maybe. I don't know. Where is it? Hold up. Load. Where is the part where I can choose who to hang out with? Okay, so these are all with Twyla. So, I think... Hold up. Let me... Stop. Quit. No. Just main menu, please. Yes. I think... I'm trying to see. Because we went to the cafe and we chatted with... So maybe if... Maybe like this, I think... Hold up, no. I think we'll do Reginald next. And I'll look into how to get the, how to get Twyla's true ending, because I think there is a true ending with Twyla, and there is definitely one with... I think each character has their own different routes, and of course different stories we can do with them. But I think, either Reginald or Croven will be next. I genuinely want to do more Croven, more than Reginald, and I think Reginald will be saved for another time. After I finish, like, at least an ending with Croven. As much as I would like to continue with Twyla, this all just kind of startled me, and I'm just wondering if maybe there is a true ending with, Twyla, and I want to look into it. I want to see what choices I have to actually make in order to get that ending, and then I will record that all for you, because I have plenty of saves. So I think there is a way to get a happy or decently good ending with, not even a true ending, but a good ending with Twyla. But either way, I'll figure it out. I don't want to stop playing this game. I want to see all there is to know of this game, and I want everyone else to see. I know not many people watch my videos. I'm not like a big YouTuber. I only have like 190 something subscribers, and I barely get many views because I do things that don't seem that great, or I don't know how to explain it, but not like great as in like I play things or do things that aren't great, but it's just people don't find me often, and I'm also kind of worried to put myself more out there to get more views or like more people to see me and have people see Cemetery Mary more, especially like games that I feel need more like love and support. It's because I'm not that good with editing. It's not like my videos are pretty boring. I'm surprised that some people are actually able to watch through like an entire video of mine. But yeah, that's just me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I hope it was enjoyable during its time, and hopefully I can continue next time. But until then, this has been Millie Sakamaki with Cemetery Mary, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more, and I will do definitely more Cemetery Mary. But I think we'll go to a different route for next time, just to try it, see what we can do. And with that said, I'll see you all in the next video.